Well, hello, friends, and welcome to the $1 Million Message. This is National Sales Director Kristin Sharpe coming in from my hometown of Sugar Hill, Georgia. And today I wanted to talk about Mary Kay's book on people management. And I'll tell you that I picked up this book at seminar, but just started this week to really dig into this book. And if you've been in Mary Kay a while, you might know that this book actually was published several years ago, but they actually redid the cover of this book in celebration of achieving new milestones of success. And actually, Mary Kay, Inc. commissioned the illustration of the new book cover titled The Speed of the Leader. And if you've seen this, it's almost like a really cool animated cartoon kind of character that is just so beautiful, the cover of this book. And so I really want to encourage you to invest in this book. And it's not only a great read for someone that's in Mary Kay, but really someone that's in any type of management or leadership position. And I actually wanted to go through the different chapters of the book. And what I love about this is when you open up the beginning of this book, it's so cool because it really actually outlines what each chapter is about and then has like a fun little paragraph that describes what you're going to learn by reading that chapter. So, of course, this book is very long. I couldn't read it all in the $1 Million Message, but I thought the chapter outlines were so fantastic. So, chapter 1 is on Golden Rule leadership. It's based on one of the world's oldest and best-known philosophies, yet one that is frequently overlooked in business circles. Mary Kay demonstrates that the application of this rule in working with people is still appropriate in today's complicated world. Chapter 2 is on You Build with People. Managers are dependent upon the performances of their people, and so is a company's success. Good people are a company's most important asset. People are more important than the plan, and a good company is known for the people it keeps. Chapter 3, The Invisible Sign. Everyone has an invisible sign hanging from his or her neck saying, "Make me feel important." Never forget this message when working with people. Chapter 4, Praise people to success. Each of us craves to be recognized. Let people know that you appreciate their performance, and they will respond by doing even better. Recognition is the most powerful of all motivating techniques. Chapter 5, The Art of Listening. Good managers are good listeners. God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak. When you listen, the benefit is twofold. You receive necessary information, and you make the other person feel important. Chapter 6, Sandwich every bit of criticism between 2 heavy layers of praise. Sometimes it's necessary to let somebody know that you're unhappy with his or her performance, but be certain to direct your criticism at the act, not the person. It's important to criticize effectively in a positive way so that you don't destroy morale. Chapter 7, Be a follow-through person. Be the kind of person who can always be counted on to do what you say you'll do. Only a small percentage of people possess follow-through, and consequently, those who do are held in high esteem by all. It's particularly important for your team to know that you possess this rare quality and for them to think of you as a totally reliable person. Chapter 8, Enthusiasm. It moves mountains. Nothing great is ever achieved without enthusiasm. Good managers are enthusiastic, and enthusiasm is contagious. Interestingly, the word enthusiasm is Greek in origin and means God within. Chapter 9, The Speed of the Leader is the speed of the gang. As a manager, you must set the pace for your people. Good managers aren't afraid to get their hands dirty, and they set examples for others by demonstrating good work habits, displaying a positive attitude, and possessing a team spirit. Good leaders establish success patterns that make everyone think success. Chapter 10, People will support that of which they help to create. An effective leader invites people to participate in new projects that are still in the thinking stage. By confiding in associates and seeking their opinions, good managers generate support at the initial stage of each new venture. It's a fact that people often resist change when they don't participate in the decision-making process. Some of the best leaders plant the seed that permits others to prosper the idea, and they take credit for it. Chapter 11, an open door philosophy. At Mary Kay corporate headquarters, there is no titles on executive doors, and there is ready access to all management levels. Everyone within the company, from the mailroom clerk to chairman of the board, is a human being and is treated accordingly. Chapter 12, help other people get what they want, and you will get what you want. As the parable of the talents tells us, we are meant to use and increase whatever God has given us. And when we do, we shall be given more. Chapter 13, stick to your principles. Everything is subject to change except one's principles. Never, absolutely never compromise your principles. Chapter 14, a matter of pride. Everyone within an organization should have a sense of pride in his or her work. They should also feel proud to be associated with a company. It's manager's job to instill this feeling and to promote this attitude among his or her people. Chapter 15, you can't rest on your laurels. Nothing wilts faster than a laurel rested upon. Every person should have a lifetime of self-improvement program. In today's fast-paced world, you can't stand still. You either go forward or you go backwards. Chapter 16, be a risk taker. You must encourage people to take risks. Let them know that nobody wins them all. If you come down on them too hard for losing, they'll stop sticking their necks out. Chapter 17, work and enjoy it. It's okay to have fun while you work. Good managers encourage a sense of humor. In fact, the more enjoyment people derive from their work, the better they will produce. Chapter 18, nothing happens until somebody sells something. Every organization has something to sell, and every person in the company must realize that nothing happens until somebody sells something. And accordingly, they should be fully supportive of the selling effort. Chapter 19, never hide behind policy. Never say that that's against company policy unless you have a good explanation to back up that policy. It infuriates people. It's as if you're saying, we do not do it this way because it's the way we've always done it. By the same token, okay, you want to be also transparent and never cover up for incompetence. Chapter 20, be a problem solver. A good manager knows how to recognize when a real problem exists and knows how to take action to solve it. You must develop the ability to know the difference between a real problem and an imaginary one. Chapter 21, less stress. Stress stifles productivity, and good managers strive to create a stress-free work atmosphere for their workers by using both physical and psychological approaches. Chapter 22, develop people from within. The best-run companies develop their own managers from within. Rarely do they seek outsiders. In fact, it's a sign of weakness when a company goes outside too often for management personnel. The morale of the company is likely to suffer. The morale of the company is likely to suffer. People may begin to feel threatened and think, well, no matter how well I perform, an outsider will probably get the position I want. Chapter 23, live by the golden rule and off the job. Don't be a hypocrite. Live every day of the week as if it were Sunday. There's no place for two seats of moral codes. Conduct yourself in business the same that you would want your children to observe you in your lives. Wow. Okay. So why did I read you all these little chapters and what they stand for in this new book, Mary Kay, on people management? You guys, the reason why is one of the best things that I did early on in my career is I read every book that Mary Kay wrote. And I started with the Mary Kay autobiography that came in my starter kit. And then I started researching all the different books that Mary Kay Ash wrote. She was a woman before her time. It helped me understand her heart. It helped me understand the company that she built, but it also supported me in continuing her legacy. So my hope is that today's $1 million message gets you excited about studying our founder's life, knowing her words, her philosophies, her principles, because our culture, I believe, is unduplicatable. But you must understand it. You must love it, appreciate it, and want to pass it on. And I found that my enthusiasm for Mary Kay was so much more pure, so much more authentic, so much more genuine when I understood our founder's heart. So I hope today I got you excited about Mary Kay's book on people management. I hope you'll pick it up. I hope you'll recognize and see the beautiful cover. And I hope you'll find a girlfriend to really share some of your aha moments that you gained by reading this book. I promise it'll help you in your Mary Kay business. It'll help you in life. All right, this is your Thursday Thankful $1 Million Messenger, Kristin Sharpe, signing off. Make today a day that counts.